Hello, my name is Jackie Johnston and I am the Superintendent of Huron Valley Schools. If you have been reading the newspaper or perhaps some of the emails that we've been sending home, you know that Lansing is working on the K-12 school budget for next year. The governor has presented his budget proposal, and the House and the Senate have both passed their budget proposals. So now it goes to conference committee where they try to work out a compromise. What concerns us is that this is a raid on K-12 public education. They are talking about taking approximately $900 million from the K-12 school aid fund to fund higher education. This is a violation of what Michigan voters approved back in 1994 when we approved Proposal A for school funding. This is a raid of $900 million for K-12 public education. And what does this mean to us? It means a reduction of approximately $470 per pupil for next year. In addition, the state is sending us a bill for retirement of an additional $271 per pupil. When we add that together with some other cost increases and revenue reductions that the district is incurring, it represents almost $1,300 per pupil less we have to spend next year. That means $12.9 million reduction in our budget for 2011-12. This is a devastating cut for Huron Valley Schools. And this is happening while at the same time the state is scheduling a revenue estimating conference for May 16th. At this conference, they take a look at what revenues are coming into the state in comparison to what they anticipated. And they believe there will be an extra $300 to $500 million available next year. So they are talking about raiding the school aid fund for $900 million. At the same time, there's $300 to $500 million in additional funding that hasn't even been considered. So we need them to put a pause on this while they have time to consider what the revenues look like for next year. Now, Huron Valley Schools is a high-achieving, low-funded district. When I talk about being low-funded, we are 24th out of 28 in funding in Oakland County, and we are below the state average. And yet, our students on standardized tests meet or exceed the state and county averages on all tests. We are the poster child for public education, high achieving and low funded. So we need your help. We have gone to Lansing to testify on our results, high achieving, low funded. And some of you have come to Lansing with me to testify, and I know many of you have responded to our prior calls to action, contact Lansing and tell them enough is enough. But we need your help once again. I would like to ask for your help to first send an email to your senator and your House of Representative, your House rep, to ask them two things. First, ask them, in your message, ask them to stop the raid on public education. Do not take $900 million from K-12 public education to send off to higher education. The second message I'd like you to send to them when you create your message is to put a pause on the school aid until after the May 16th revenue estimating conference so they know how much money they're working with. So that's an important message for you to send to Lansing. I'd also like to invite you to come to a grassroots public forum here in Huron Valley. On May 18th, we'll be holding two public forums. One at Lakeland High School. During the day, it's from 10 to 11:30 in the morning, Lakeland High School. And then we'll have an evening forum at Milford High School from 6:30 to 8, where we're going to talk about how this budget will impact Huron Valley schools and what you can do to help us. So we ask for your help once again, and I'd like to thank you for all the support you've provided us in the past and the support that I know you'll provide in the future. And I would also like to assure you that each and every day we will make sure that when your child comes to school, they come to a school with a quality learning environment, with staff that cares about your kids, and rigorous academic opportunities. Again, thank you for all that you do, and I look forward to working with you in the future.